if you challenge me, you tell me, what are you talking about? What nonsense. You follow? If I'm alert enough and I'm critical enough in myself, what you say about nonsense, I begin to say, is it nonsense? I want to look. It's all the time afresh. It isn't just at the moment of death. You see what happens to a sleeping man. If I'm asleep all day by habit, routine, money making, sex, all this drink, at the moment of shock, I escape. But if I've been doing this, you follow? Then death as a challenge to me, not as a sorrow or shock, just as a challenge to me. You see, we ought really, in this context, discuss or talk about together what is insight, which is not of time, which is not of memory. What is that? As we said the other day, is there an action which is not of knowledge?
Would you call this perception, or this? Would you call that that's not of knowledge?
No. Of course not.
No.
We were talking about it some time ago. We talked about this fact that insight transforms or brings about mutation in the very brain cells itself. We discussed it, he saw it, we agreed, if I'm not mistaken, I may be mistaken, subject to his correction, that to see something immediately, the truth of something, not rationalize explanation, conclusion, and then from that conclusion act, which is a decision making, which is a mind which is solving problems, or brain which is solving problems. But to see clearly, instantly.
And then not ever to go in that direction.
At all.
Ever.
Finished.
That, though, you see, I disagree with Dr. Bohm in some way on that. Not that I disagree, but I think that the fundamental difficulty of that in daily life.
Let me say it. I said this. Dr. Bohm didn't say it. I stated it.
Yes.
He agreed.
He agreed. Okay.
It doesn't mean
okay.
you
But
I polite.
Yes. I just think that there's let's put it this way. It is so. We need to go further into what is it that prevents this insight from being so fundamental, so that conviction is, so that the conviction is so strong that never move in that.
If I may say, hasn't the mind or the brain to learn to slow itself down first? I'm saying it, and I think the very observing of the mind slows the brain down. This pause which arises or should arise between any impact and the response to that impact. I think it's in that pause alone that insight is possible. Whatever insights arise when there is a certain gathering of all your senses to a point of immobility where they don't act.
So you're suggesting a method which prepares
It's not a method.
the mind.
If I again put a method, you will jump down my throat.
That's what I'm
But
trying
I'm
to get
not
him to do.
talking of a method. But the very observing of the mind slows down the mind.
Not a method, but for Krishnaji, insight might come instantaneously all the time, possibly, we don't know. But for most of us, there is a process of inquiry which is rational, if I might use that word. It is, and that process of inquiry leads to some kind of an insight.
No,
Wait. I'm not sure.
I wouldn't put it that way. But it
I
leads
won't put
to.
it that way at all.
No, but it leads to. As you see perception flowers. I mean, I'm quite certain of that.
But you don't deny the value of inquiry, sir.
No, just wait. I'm greedy.
Yeah.
I see the total implication of greed. Not rationalize.
No, not rationalizing.
I'm saying I see the whole complexity and the movement of greed, the whole of it. And to have an insight into that is the ending of it. Which is the brain cells are accustomed to greed. Yes, they have it. Now, perception of the whole consequences of that
Breaks.
it. That is insight which breaks it.
Yes.
It's not
Which is immediate.
which is immediate and finished.
If that were true, though, Krishnaji, we've been listening to you for years, and we've been talking about this for years, and we've gone over this 1,000 times.
But it doesn't happen.
That's this.
It's because
And we don't see, and it does. In some way, and I think it's because the way we're inquiring, in some way itself is limiting us.
Yes, sir. Don't inquire.
Okay.
Wait. No, just wait.
Right.
Don't inquire. What reason? I'm serious.
I know.
I don't inquire. I'm greedy. What happens? Do I indulge in it?
Stops.
But if I inquire why I'm greedy, cause this, because of that, I'm off,
Yes.
spinning along the wrong direction. But I say, oh, I'm greedy. That's a fact. I remain with it. I am terribly sensuous. I remain with it. Or any other human complications. I remain with that. Why should I inquire? Because
The habit.
no,
No.
the causation will help us to get rid of.
It's the habit,
No, it is the desire to find the cause.
which is the desire to be free of the cause, which
But-
is the desire to be.
Etc. But if I remain with that, it has got its own
Yes.
vitality.
It's like giving up. It's so funny. It's such a paradox, right? In other words, the very thing that I want to do is go on inquiring because I want to get free of it is the very thing that is
Yes,
trapping me.
Yes, of course.
Say, may I ask you a question? What is the split second before insight?
What?
What is the split second before insight?
oh. Look, suppose I have a problem and I ask to go to you and discuss with you, go to you and go. I'll discuss. in the resolution of that problem. I discuss it because I really want to do something about it. Right? I don't want to escape from it. I want to act. Right? You follow? I want to act. Which is, I am dictating to the problem to act upon it. Whereas the problem says, don't act upon me, I am your problem. You see? The problem is not out there, it's here. Right? So, I've externalized the problem and I want to do something about it. Whereas the problem is me. I want to come in.
Yeah.
So I said, all right, I've understood that. I won't even analyze, do anything. The problem is there, that's me. And I'm watching all the time how it acts. How the eye acts, which is the problem. I'm watching, as though there was a snake in the room, I'm watching it all the time. Every reaction, everything. I don't limit it or expand it, or I don't exaggerate it. I say I'm watching it.